Bonjour la famille. Hello everyone. This is Dr. Grace Kinder. I'm here again today because you guys keep pushing me. As you know, I'm not doing it for me, but I'm doing it for you. Here we're fighting chronic disease by simple step. Then we're using food as our medicine. So that's our topic of the day. Aujourd'hui, nous allons montrer les différents repas, montrer les différentes nourritures que nous avons ici pour essayer d'explain in depth about how food can be used as our medicine. Donc nous allons parler un tout petit peu en profondeur de quoi manger, de comment utiliser. Je vais essayer aussi d'éliciter certains repas et on va essayer de montrer aussi those that we call superfood. Actually, I'm gonna thank you again. Let me just thank you first. Thank you so much for sharing, for liking, for subscribing. This actually motivating me. Actually, I'm so happy. Merci beaucoup. You need to stay tuned because today it's gonna be leka. Well, my dear friends, my dear people, you know, in this world, we are not here just for eating. You know that. We don't live to eat, but we eat to live. Which comes to my conclusion, food can actually be our medicine or food can actually cause sickness. The way you use food will determine what you're doing to your body. In the Bible, it says the Holy Spirit stays in her holy body. So your holiness is not only about spirit, but it should be the three concepts of life: your body, your mind, and your spirit. So whatever you eat will play a role in your life. That's how people are becoming sick, because they adopt bad lifestyles. It is very important that we start with it, especially for our kids also. We need to teach them what to eat. So from a younger age, if they know which choice to make, they're making already healthy choices. It's gonna be easy for them. I come from an African family. Yes, when we were growing, they showed us that you need to have a big pap or many slices of bread, little bit of vegetables, sugary drinks and so on. That's how it was. But as I was growing, I learned that it's the other way around. We need to eat a balanced diet. It depends on our fitness level also. It depends on how our body functions, what our body needs. But we need to split our meals. We need to actually calculate what we should eat. I'm not talking about weighing food because I don't do that. I feel like this is too much. But if you know how to combine your food, then you can reap the benefit of it. Mes chers amis, je dis ceci. La nourriture, c'est pour la vie. Dieu nous a donné la nourriture pour la vie. L'Esprit Saint habite dans un corps sain. Si nous ne prenons pas soin de notre corps, alors je ne sais pas ce qu'on est en train de faire. Nous devons bien manger pour vivre. Nous ne vivons pas pour manger, mais nous mangeons pour vivre. Donc nous devons choisir quoi mettre dans ce corps pour que ce corps soit en bonne santé. Parce que si tu manges mal, tu tombes malade. Mais si tu manges bien, tu vas être strong, tu vas être fort, tu peux vivre longtemps selon la volonté du Seigneur. Tant que nous sommes ici sur terre, nous faisons notre part. C'est pourquoi aujourd'hui, je me suis dit, on va parler de la nourriture. J'ai ici beaucoup de choses. Je vais vous montrer selon les 3 repas de la journée. Vous le savez déjà. Nous avons le petit déjeuner, nous avons le déjeuner et nous avons le dîner. So we have 3 meals during the day. These are the main meals of the day. So we're gonna go from breakfast, lunch, and dinner, what we can eat, how we can combine, and then I'm gonna share also some superfoods that I use that you can also start using, or if you're already using it, then it's good. You need to keep up with it. So let's go. You know me. The first thing I always tell you, it's what? It's water. That's after taking your water. I told you should go for your hot beverage. Herbal tea is my choice. So I use herbal tea. There are many brands, but I use this one. This one contains some specific herbs that's gonna help my body, my metabolism to work perfect, to cleanse my liver and so on. So this is a mix of fennel, nettle and peppermint. Let me talk a bit about peppermint. Peppermint tea is good, especially for people that have bloatedness. Like, and if you wake up, like you eat, you feel you are bloated, you can start with your water and then you take a cup of hot peppermint tea. You'll thank me later. So j'ai dit, on se réveille le matin, on prend de l'eau et on prend une boisson chaude. C'est bien de prendre le thé, les herbal tea, hein, les thés avec les différentes herbes. Il y en a beaucoup de variétés. Moi, j'ai parlé de ça, c'est que j'utilise. J'ai encore d'autres que j'achète même. Je ne veux pas tout citer ici, mais ici, c'est un mélange de fennel. Et puis, il y a le peppermint, la menthe. Donc, c'est très bien, surtout pour les gens qui ont des problèmes de les ventres gonflés, l'indigestion. Des fois, quand vous mangez le soir et vous vous réveillez le matin, le ventre gonflé, vous pouvez prendre le herbal tea. So, that's it for the morning. And then you go for your workout. Depending on how deep you want. Some people, they prefer to work out in the morning. Like me, I feel like it's better, so I'm gonna set the tone for my day. Because afternoon, we tired. After work, we tired. We say we're gonna work out, but we don't do. But if you like to work out afternoon, it's good. Don't stop it, keep up. The most important thing is you need to work out. So, après avoir pris votre thé, vous pouvez aller faire votre gym. Il y a des gens qui ne filent pas like boire le thé avant la gym. C'est bon, you can drink water and gym and then drink your hot herbal tea. Okay, so what for breakfast? I really advise you to go for savory breakfast. Let me tell you why. You know, when we were growing, we used to take sweet stuff for breakfast. And then when we went to school or when we went to work, then by 11, 10 o'clock, we're already hungry. Do you know why? It's because as high the sugar spikes in your blood, the insulin, which is the hormone that pile your sugar into the cells, will rise and then bring those sugar in quickly, and then after 2 hours you'll feel hungry again because all the sugar will go in the cell and they will stay there. They will become like fat storage and you feel hungry and then you go and eat and again. So you're having this roller coaster drive. Sugar is up, down, you eat, up, down, you eat. But if you set up the tone of your day with a breakfast that's gonna keep you full for the whole day, trust me, my friend, you won't even need a snack. You'll be full for the day. So what can we use? Because I like savory breakfast, avo is a good choice. Eggs is a good choice. You can do salads in the morning. You can use cucumber, you can use carrot, you can use tomato. These are spinach. This is a mixed salad. You can do your salad in the morning. You can blend it with olive oil or vinegar, salt, black pepper. You can put some avo. You grate your carrots, and then you put your onions. You have your salad, because in the morning we need to fill our gut with fiber. The fiber can come from vegetables. So vegetables are a good choice. You can also use mixed vegetables, frozen vegetables. It's also a good choice. So if you have your salad, let's say if you're gonna go for savory breakfast, you can do your eggs, you can do omelette, you can boil them. You see, you have so many choices to do. And you can take bread. I use low GI. Why low GI? Because this bread won't spike my sugar higher and I won't feel hungry. It will keep me full for longer. There are many brands, so you go for, when you go buy your brown bread, make sure it's low GI if you can afford it. Otherwise, if you can't, it's not a big deal, my friend. Just buy brown bread, but make sure you don't eat too many slices of bread, because the moment you have your vegetables, you have your avocado that you can spread, you have your eggs, you won't be needing a lot of slices of bread. Many people eat a lot of slices of bread because they don't know how to combine. They don't know how to use the bread. Peanut butter is also a good choice to spread on your bread. So you can drink whatever you want after this. You can drink coffee, you can have milk. For people who like full cream milk, like myself, I like full cream milk. Yes, there's full cream milk that you can use here. For those who can stand milk, cow milk, you go for alternative. This is almond milk, but there's also oat milk, there's also soya milk, there's coconut milk, depends on whatever you want, but almond is a good choice. I want to advise you oat milk because oat milk will actually spike your sugar. Remember, oats, carbs égale sugar. Ok, so j'ai dit ceci le matin, évitez de manger sucré, prenez le salé. Vous pouvez faire une omelette, vous pouvez faire une salade, vous pouvez prendre l'avocat, c'est bon. Donc nous avons ici les salades, les légumes que vous pouvez utiliser, c'est bon. You can go for mixed vegetables. You can even go for beans. See here, I have different types. There's red, there's black-eyed peas, there's chickpeas. These are high in protein. C'est vraiment riche en protéines. Even lentils. So these are the things we can have in the morning. Maybe with une tarte de pain. So that's the first example I can give. But let's say you don't feel like eating savory. I'm not telling you to only eat savory because even myself, I don't eat savory every day. It depends on how I feel. You can go for oats. Oats is a good choice. In the morning, oats, yes. You can have oats, but make sure you don't put too much sugar. What can you replace? You can put fruit. Yeah, I have blueberry. Blueberries are good because they're low in sugar. They don't spike your sugar. There's a banana. You can slice your banana and put there. You can even take slices of apples. You can put strawberries, any fruit to sweeten your oats. And you can put milk. As I said, it can be fruit cream. It can be another alternative of milk. You can use peanut butter on top. You can put honey if you don't like sugar. If you can't use sugar, especially for people with diabetes, I won't advise you putting sugar, but you should go for fruit maybe in your oats. That's a good choice. Oats will keep you full for the day. I, for instance, don't advise you to go for cereals because cereals are full of sugar. Before you buy your cereals, even if it said it's full of fiber and so on, I'm not going to cite the brands here, but just check how much of sugar is in it. And even if you feel like going for like cereals, the things you like, maybe do it once in a while, once a week or once after 2 weeks, because I don't advise people to restrict themselves, because the more you restrict yourself, you'll be having like that addiction to that, because when you go back to the things you've been restricted from, you're gonna go and then it's gonna be like a mess. All right, so a source of protein, we need protein in the morning to be full for the day. So if you cannot have enough protein with your food, there are supplements you can use. I use whey powder. How do I use my whey powder? If I'm doing a smoothie, I can take any fruit. Yeah, I have my watermelon, it's a fruit. But what I usually use, I'll take maybe my strawberry, I'll take banana, I can take apple, I can take blueberries, and then I'll put some ice, I'll put almond milk, and then I'll put my whey powder. I can also put flax flour, but these I'll explain it in depth as superfood at the end. All right, and then we have this cheese. Cheese is also a good choice in the morning. You know, cheese is very good. It's rich in protein. You can use your cheese. You can do your omelette with cheese, or you can just slice some cheese. You put in your salad, or you can just eat that. All right, so that's for breakfast. There are many samples, but to summarize myself, I recommend savory breakfast over sweet. You can do sweet now and then, but more savory because it keeps us full for the whole day. That's it. All right, so we're gonna go for lunch, which is the second meal of the day. In between, I know people like to snack. I also snack, but let me tell you something. If you start eating smart in the morning, you might not even need snack, you know. But if you like snacking, you can go for nuts. Nuts are a good choice. Fruits, good choice, you know. Fruits, good choice. Any fruit can do. You can maybe have a slice maybe of bread with peanut butter, or maybe apple. You can put peanut butter, is also good, or you can even have cheese. These are good things you can use for your snack. And Yes, you can take dark chocolate. Dark chocolate is good. Don't overdo, just a bit of chocolate. And there are many things. If you go to health shops, you're gonna find. Ce que je disais, pour aller vers le deuxième repas de la journée, de fois, on a besoin de manger, de grignoter. Mais si vous mangez bien déjà le matin, it's very unlikely. Donc ça ne sera vraiment pas important de manger les snacks. Mais si vous voulez vraiment du goûter, vous pouvez prendre le yogourt. Yeah, yogourt. Le yogourt, vous pouvez utiliser ça même pour faire votre smoothie. Et vous pouvez manger un fruit, vous pouvez peut-être prendre même un œuf, vous avez bouilli, tout ça. Vous pouvez prendre le fromage, vous pouvez prendre le chocolat. Et voilà, j'en passe. Ça, c'était pour le matin, so in the morning. So let's go for lunch. Okay, it depends on where you are. But for people that go in the morning and just come back at home in the evenings, it's very nice to have your lunch from home. Let me tell you why. Because when you buy food outside, fast food, you don't really have time to make good choice, isn't it? Especially when you are hungry, you're just gonna go for whatever it is there in front of you. So to avoid this, you need to prep your lunch. So lunch doesn't need to be complicated. You just need to be fill yourself with vegetables. Last time I said you take a plate, divide in two. The 50% should be green leafy, dark green leafy. Yeah, these are good, very high in protein, in vitamins, and rich in fiber. That's gonna keep you full for the day. So you can have vegetables, and then you can have the other half. You split your protein. This can be your chicken, your fish. It can be maybe the other source of protein can be the chickpeas, beans. Any types of bean can do. Mushrooms. There are many types of vegetables. Okra, all those you know. Donc tu peux mettre n'importe quelle sorte de légumes. Vraiment, le 50% de ton plat. Et puis la partie de protéines, tu as les fiches, tu as les haricots, tout ce qui peut t'apporter le protéine. Voilà. Ça peut être aussi any meat, but be careful. Don't eat red meat all the time. Red meat can do, like yeah, mince. I like mince, but I don't eat it every day. This is beef, but we don't eat red meat all the time. So we prefer white meat like fish, chicken, which is better as compared to red meat. So we can do red meat. Now and then, we can just split. Maybe we have 7 days of the week. You can do 3 times red meat. And the other days, you have like fish, chicken, and so on. All right. Yes. So, your lunch, you have your vegetables, your green leaf vegetables, done. Your protein side. And then comes that 25% of carbohydrate. My dear, you can do rice. You can do rice. Don't put too much. You can do rice. You can do plantain. See, I like plantain. There's plantain. You can do plantain. You can do pasta. You see, mine is high in fiber. So I advise you to buy high in fiber. You can use, these are alternatives. This is quinoa. You can even have couscous. You know, you can eat whatever you want, but just be mindful of your portion size. I'm saying, vous pouvez manger. Si vous respectez la règle, les légumes, feuilles, vous avez la partie des protéines. Et le 25% là, pas beaucoup. Vous pouvez prendre votre source de carbohydrates. Ça peut être les sources de glucides, ça peut être les pastas qui sont les pastas complètes, les pâtes complètes. Ça peut être le riz complet. Ça peut être les patates. Vous pouvez prendre des patates douces. Ça, c'est bien. Sweet potatoes are very good. They're low GI. You can still do this. Potato, these are not the devils. You know, people say anything that's white, it's not good. I'm telling you, it's first depending on how you cook it, and the portion size. So you can still do it. You can boil it. You can even fry it now and then, but don't go for fried stuff all the time. You can do that. All right. So that's for your lunch, and you can even go for, if you like, sweet stuff, then you can eat your sweet stuff at the end. Maybe you can go for your dessert. After eating your lunch, you can take a fruit. You can maybe even eat chow, anything that's sweet, because you know what? Science says whatever you fill your body in the first is the one that's gonna cover. Like let's say if we fill our gut with vegetables first, it's gonna be like it's gonna lie on top of your inside your intestines, and whatever you put won't have that much effect. So if you put carbs first, the sugar in the carbs will spike your bloods, your sugar in the blood. Okay, but if you put vegetables first, it's gonna be more fibers, and then you go for protein, and then you go for anything sweet. It won't really have a lot of effect in that. And then for snacks, it can be anything I said before. Donc ça peut être ce que j'ai dit avant, but just be mindful of your portions. And another thing is, if you already ate chocolate in the morning, why are you gonna go for another chocolate? You see, you need to think smart. I ate chocolate, or maybe I ate something sweet for my snack. Then later snack won't be chocolate. Okay, if you're at home, you can enjoy your popcorn. Popcorn is also good. You can take maybe a slice of fruit, or you can wait for your dinner, which is the last meal. For most of us, dinner is the big meal of the day. But we don't need to eat a lot, because what happens, we go to sleep. And if you go to sleep, we don't use all those calories we're putting in the body. That's why we need to be also careful of whatever we're putting in our body before we go to sleep. So remember, you need vegetables. I won't stop saying it. Vegetables are good. They're rich in iron, they're rich in magnesium, they're rich in so many minerals, they're rich in protein, so they help us to be really good. So people who are like vegetarians and vegans, it's their choice. Actually, it's good. If you wanna go vegan, you wanna be a vegetarian, eat your choice. But me, I eat everything, but I just know how to combine them. Yeah? So my vegetables are my priorities. Everything I eat, I make sure I eat vegetables. If I couldn't eat vegetables for lunch, but I'll make sure for dinner I have vegetables. I can even have mixed vegetables boiled, and then I'll have that as my dinner, and then the meat aside, fish or whatever. Donc le soir, quand vous mangez, ne mangez pas beaucoup de glucides. Don't eat too much carbohydrate at night, but eat more vegetables. Okay, and then you can fill your body with protein. Okay, I think I made myself clear. I wanted to share this with you. Okay, let me just quickly browse about superfood. So these days we are hearing stories about superfoods, but let me tell you, superfoods won't do anything to you if you are not using them properly. So it means if you eat bags and then you say, okay, I'm gonna soak chia seed in the water, I'll drink that and I'll be fine, it's a lie. So everything needs to be balanced, even if you're using superfoods, but you need to balance your life. Donc les superfoods là, les gens pensent que s'ils mangent ça, ils peuvent manger n'importe comment et ça va agir. It won't work. It's just a plus. It will help you, it will assist you. If you're already eating healthy, si tu manges déjà équilibré, tu fais attention à ce que tu manges, le superfood alors aura de l'effet. Bon, ici je vais vous présenter le chia seed. Le chia seed c'est très bien. Chia seed is good. You can soak it overnight in water, or if you couldn't do it the night before, you can do it in the morning, but you must just make sure it's well soaked. Maybe you can leave it for 30 minutes, or when you're going to have your bath, you can leave it. You can just press some lemon juice in and leave it there. Some people that even add a bit of apple cider vinegar. Vous pouvez ajouter un peu de vinaigre de cidre, une cuillère à café ou une cuillère à soupe. Vous laissez ça, you let it soak, and then you can have it. And then we have CMOS. I like CMOS. I've been using that. I heard a lot about CMOS, but CMOS is actually, it has a lot of benefit. There's a lot of benefit in the CMOS. So if you are interested, you can just comment below and I'll tell you where to have it. But CMOS, you can even Google. CMOS is good. This is really a superfood because it has more than 50 minerals in it. So how do I use it in the morning? I just soak it in my hot water. I use it as I can brew it like with hot water and drink it as a tea, or I can put some of it in the fridge and leave it in water and it becomes like gelish, and then in the morning I take a bit of gel. You can put in the smoothie. You can actually take some of the gel, mix in your tea and drink. CMOS, my dear, if you try CMOS, you'll see it helps with fertility, mental health, anemia because it's rich in iron. Even pregnant women breastfeeding, they're gonna use it. You know, with COVID, many people had those long COVID story. So where you feel tired all the time, all your energy is gone and so on. So people use CMOS to help them. I had so many testimonials about CMOS. It's really, really good. Okay, so another superfood, I'll say whey powder. Whey powder is good because this is protein. If you cannot get protein from food, you can use that as a supplement. And then superfoods, there are many superfoods. We're gonna show you again. This is, you know, the ginger also is a superfood. There are some stuff I don't have here. Moringa powder is a superfood. If you go to the health shop, you're gonna find a lot of superfood. But you must just remember one thing: superfoods won't do anything for you if you are not eating healthy. So, my friends, today I came to you with this and show you what we can do to use food as our medicine. And before I finish, the flax flour also is very good. Next superfood you can use. You can put it in a smoothie. You can even, when you do your porridge, you can use it. It's very good, especially for women. It helps with hormones for us women. It balances our estrogen. It's very, very good. So yeah, mes amis, vraiment, thank you so much. I'm really, really happy. So I keep doing it because I know many people want to know. There are confusing stuff on the net. There are confusing stuff. It even sometimes confuses us as a medical practitioner. But we need to come out and start showing you. The moment you eat a balanced diet, you don't need to buy expensive stuff. I know people say, no, because we are eating healthy, we have to eat healthy. It's going to be a budget. It's going to be expensive for us. Not really. It just, you just need to go maybe to your local store, buy food, buy natural, buy fresh. You understand? Be careful, be mindful of whatever you're putting in your body. Make time to exercise. Join a gym club. Or if maybe it's you are being depressed, you're having some mental health issues, because I know some people overeat or some people make bad choices because they're having mental issues, then you need to seek for help. Alright, donc c'est un peu ça mes amis. En tout cas, je pense que ce que j'ai montré ici, c'était juste un exemple. Ce n'est pas tout. Vous pouvez avoir votre nourriture. You can even comment, ask questions about this and that. I know I didn't speak about oils. I know there are many things said about oils, that there are oils that we cannot use but outside, but oils that are good, like coconut oil, olive oil, seed oils. Oh, there's a lot of salt in it. People are saying they are inflammatory, but as for me, I use it now and then. Because, you know, if you have a big family, you can't just go and buy all those, you know, those coconut oils. So it could be expensive for a big family. But if you can afford, you can buy it. Maybe keep some of your coconut oil. Then you know you're using coconut oil. And if you cannot afford a lot of coconut oil for a big family, then you can maybe take some of the seed oil and keep and use now and then. All right. So it's all about balance. No restriction. Just simple steps that you can use, and then every day you reap the benefit of it. So merci beaucoup pour votre attention. Continue to like, continue to share, continue to like and share, partager, aimer. I know someone needs this. There's someone who wants to learn like from what we are doing. You can just forward it to anyone that wants to learn more. As I said, chronic disease can be fought with simple steps. If we're using food as our medicine, we know how to move, then we're gonna reap the benefit of it. So guys, stay well, stay fit, and be blessed. Bye bye.